World Card Game Federation here with a very local match playing out in my basement. It's been a little while. There's been obviously some development since then. You guys can see the old style red mastery in the bottom right. Ignore it. He's playing the Namekian imposing. So I'm going to lay some gripes out here as we get ready to get this match on the roll. Looks like I'm going to pass. I'm going to rejuvenate a physical block, which is actually quite questionable. I'd love to know why I did that. I threw out a disaster drill, so far so good. Hydra's going to go ahead and pass his first turn, though he rejuvenated, which is a little surprising. Traditionally, you're going to want to keep a discard. Oh, he did. There's a card.
Coming after you, bro.
And apparently I want to go like right now, so I must be confident in some way, which seems like a bit of a mistake.
I'll throw a orange left punch, raise my anger.
Okay, I throw him an orange left punch, which seems like a waste. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I'm in...
I don't think he has to worry too much about damage here. That's actually a super light punch. It does raise my anger, but that doesn't mean a whole bunch at this point.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So it's a 7 power stage physical, which is nice, but still, it's effective, and I get to grab my thing. But here's the odd part. If I go for the drill that banishes attached cards right away, I'm a grade A fool. I know dang well that some of the deck's best synergy on the Gohan side is going to come from its attached cards. So we were talking a lot about how the Mystic Gohan represents to me the most lazily crafted of all the MPs of all of Fan Z. Here we go. So we have one of those early game cards that could be utterly crucial. So he's not going to level us, but at the same time, he is going to turn off my endurance.
I'll throw an elbow rush, and it's going to raise my anger.
Okay, so it's nice. It's not anything terribly useful.
Bravo.
1, 2, 3. I'm at C.
Base should be 2 on this one. So this one that is a hit search for the life deck because you want to have multiple targets. So I'm going to do a small amount of damage, but remember, Andrew still has his endurance on. I do not. So he's going to go ahead and take some damage. Significant amount even with the endurance. I believe I crit him, but I already, there's nothing to worry about there. I'm going to grab another drill, but I'm also going to think I might be doing this poorly. Because I already have my entire drill speed out. It's early in the game, and if I thought I was going to level, it's like, I think I probably should have waited, throw my Vegeta physical, and basically been in the same spot. Hold on to that drill. So my transformation, hopefully I get to level 2. But we're about to probably see me get critted. There you go. See, that's what I was talking about. The sweet dev blow.
And I'm an A, so there's one stage.
It's remarkably light, but that's not going to last. That was only a dev blow with a 1+1 stage.
I will throw the last shot of left punch. So let's see, I'm still in.
I threw the last shot of left punch, which is a neat idea.
6 power stages.
My AT is very little.
It lowers your anger 1 level.
So I still haven't leveled yet. Wow. So that was me put my anger off screen here. So, yeah, we were talking about that one. How the level 1 Gohan is mostly okay. It probably doesn't need all that it has on it. The level 2 is okay for a level 2 as far as just tipping the scales into too strong. The level 3 is probably the one that makes the least sense of the whole pile.
Ow.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and hit me with a Clash, I believe was the name of that one. Or...
That's it. I'm going to throw an orange elbow rush, raise my anger 1 level.
Okay, I guess I lost a banish to drill off that particular action, which I did since he threw it at physical already. I don't get the double anger raise.
How do you like them apples? So let's see, 4, 5, 6 power stages.
So amazing. I hit him with a 6 power stage physical.
6?
Yes.
It does hit. I do have to search because it's not a you may. I snag another copy of Disaster Drill, which is neat, but it doesn't.
Am I at 3 or am I at 4? What did I just have?
I banished that drill that had the hit effect, and then you get it back.
Oh, I had 2.
I don't know about the timing.
Okay, so I had 2. So I used.
Yeah, it's another hit effect. I could add this one that adds a anger hit raise.
Raise or lower player's anger 1. So I am at 4.
Yeah.
And then this is pulled out later, so no, it doesn't trigger on this, or else I would have leveled.
Unbelievable is all I can say about this one. I probably gained about 8 anger this one combat, and somehow I'm still stuck at level 1.
Okay,
it's like the fudge. Come on. So I've done a small amount of damage, but you guys are going to figure out by the time this thing is over that how little that mattered.
Shoot, I'm going to take 4.
And I get to take 4 stages from his level 1 physical, but remember endurance is off. Uh-oh, I think I just used endurance like an absolute fool. Wow. It ended up only being one card different, but it still is me breaking the rules. Okay, so I do throw it back at him. It's nothing major. I do finally level. I do use the mastery to go ahead and rejuvenate. Good old disaster drill.
Direct strike.
Ooh, what to do?
It's a newer physical. I think it was technically Gohan only, the way that it worked.
Place the style card from my discard pile on top of my life deck.
Wowzers. So it looks like that one is a deck stacker, so it puts cards on top. I think that's a right kick or something like that.
Stages, and then if it hits, I rejuvenate one.
Looks like you're going to rejuvenate one.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and rejuvenate.
Trigger Gohan, gain an anger.
Oh, did you level?
No,
Oh, I thought you were going to use your instant. Or did you already use your instant?
I already did that.
Ah.
Nice. Okay, I would...
My action?
Yep.
I will throw an orange elbow rush.
Another orange elbow rush. I've thrown 3 of that in this one combat.
I'll do an AT plus 3, 4, 5.
I'm an A.
Yeah. I'm not at max though. What am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 960.
E.
So it looks like I have a pretty significantly hard swing going here, throwing with this one.
9, 10.
A 10 power stage, and I still solidly lose this game. Not just because I cheated on the hilarious endurance thing, but just like, wow.
Crit shot, I'd assume?
I'm going to guess I draw a dead hand, and I just get walloped is how this one ends up going.
Clash.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I guess we both drew a lot of the same card in one combat. He had 2 clashes, and I...
2 stages, I'll take 1 stage because I forgot I got a minus on this level.
Yeah.
I use my physical. It says focus physical, raise my anger 1 level. It would do 5, 6, 7 power stages.
So it's amazing. I've probably done something like 22 plus power stages of damage in this one combat, and I still lose this thing. I'm gonna just keep an eye out and see what is my pivotal thing that cost me this whole match. It ought to be terribly interesting. The kicker about the whole Namekian opposing thing is that it synergizes with cards that I would like to think it was all just overlooked, like that whole rush that the set was made in. You know, they didn't look back at some of those cards that seemingly only helped Cell and Gohan. Like the physical, what is it, back smash? The one that attaches, turns all the name cards to styled, so now it synergizes with everything else. That seems like a neat idea, except for one key thing. My key gripe is that the level 3 of Gohan in this set should actually have said the other 2 are banished, not the other 2 are rejuvenated. Okay, Andrew doesn't feel confident enough to go in, even with the left kick. He's going to pass, he's going to rejuvenate, he's going to go back over to me, and I'm probably going to bum rush him, because if I remember correctly, I go into combat almost every turn with this thing.
Oh. Holy shoot. Holy shoot.
Oh, I would say that must mean Andrew has a
This is the
sphere.
strangest use of this you've ever seen. Watch this. Can you stop that? Orange excavation.
So this is a card you don't get to see enough anymore. A lot of folks I know, as I rejuvenate all of my discarded drills, because I actually hit the 3, and the last card I grabbed with excavation. Maybe the most seamless use of that particular card you've ever seen. That was my opening action. It goes back over to Andrew. Andrew should probably start his long combo that just keeps going, because it's got to tip back in that direction about now. Oh, that's what it was. And I probably never actually crit him again. So we shall see.
-1, so I guess no damage.
No damage, but it's still attack.
It does no damage because of my slight damage reduction on this level.
Let's see what you can do. Because physical attack, you may draw a card if you do.
And I apparently wanted to press the advantage and try to kill him.
Physical attack doing AT plus.
I probably should have thrown my level 1 physical at him, let him deal with that. You know, physical for being focused, punch through all of his event cards, do some damage, maybe get the darn thing off already.
4.
So 4, 8, 9, 10.
So I hit him with a 10 power stage physical.
5, 6,
Yep, and don't tell me.
9, 10.
Hit the remainder of combat. All my physical attacks do +1 power stage.
So I even get the damage buff from Lasso over here, and I apparently still lose the shenanigans.
Oh, I think you were 1 away.
Ah, lame sauce.
Because wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
And then, do I want to pull out a drill? Actually, I will pull out a drill.
Yeah, it's a little surprising how little that hurt him.
Mastery, I pull out a drill, and I pull out the drill that destroys, banish an attached card. Ta-da! Wall breakers.
Hey, I did a smart move in this one. I really thought this was just a long sequence of me making the worst possible decisions. But I do banish the wall breaker, so no, that is not the thing that cost me the game. Unless Andrew has a pair of wall breakers in his hand, he throws it right back on me. Which is at least a possibility. So I got my +1 on that one. I got plus on the mastery. A lot going on.
Oh, that's it. So it'll be 3.
Okay, waiting for this one to get resolved.
Oh, nice. I'll throw an orange counterpunch. Search my... No, actually, no. Let's not do that one. Let's throw an orange elbow punch. It raises my anger 1 level.
And again, I don't know what I'm saving my Vegeta power for. It's like I can throw a bunch of stuff after that.
4, 5, 6, 720,000? Is that E? Or is
Yep,
that,
E.
what's the base of E? Is that 4?
5.
5,
A, yeah.
8, 9, 10 power stages.
10 power stage.
Sorry,
11 power stage physical.
And I'll use its hit.
Wow.
Pull out a...
So remember, despite the devastating shot you just saw, I still lose this. Oh, and I do the search on that particular one, the hit search, and I grab Disaster Drill, which is a wise thing to do if I'm going to try to keep cranking on my endurance. But we're about to pass the halfway point of this match, and like I said, there we go.
Fudge.
Gohan's Power Punch.
Don't hit me, dog. So you're going to transform before you hit me. So
He is going to still transform even after all the monsters hits I've given him.
So I'm still at 720.
He's a 720. I'm an F.
To E, base 2.
So 6 stages after your minus
6
1.
stages altogether. So it just barely knocks me right perfectly to 0. No life cards lost.
Thanks for the beat.
Shockingly light hit. There we go. This is where all the shenanigans takes off. No, he's still at level 2. So what am I doing back there? I still have my Vegeta physical, which I haven't used.
I will throw an orange counter punch. Raise my anger from the drill, not from the card. Search my discard pile for a styled physical attack.
Using Counter Punch to go ahead and KO him right here, which is actually a pretty neat one for the difficult lack of longevity in orange, at least in my Adept builds.
AT plus 8. I'm at 0, so...
It's going to do a decent amount of damage, despite me being at AT 0. Yet another card would have been better had I knocked him to 0 first.
Wall breaker.
Oh, really?
Don't tell me. Another late wall breaker, and that is my memory of losing this one, of biffing
It's
it.
going to hit me a little bit.
Also, I need to put Counter Punch away. What is wrong with me? It's just sitting out there. Oh, all right, grab that. Grab the card. Okay.
Dang. Oh, no, oops, this is actually...
Yeah, okay. Phew, got it. So I took some life card damage. Throw the physical.
I'll
There.
throw my physical. It does 5... Wait, no. That one I think said styled, right? Styled, yeah. So it's just 5, 6 power.
So it's a 6 power. No. It should be 7 with lasso. Oh, no, lasso didn't count that. Whoops, I even literally just did that. So I get to go ahead and rejuvenate.
It would be 6 altogether, yeah, because the mastery buffed to 1. Did I crit you?
Nah.
So on the hit, I shuffle a card with anger.
Nice. So I still do my hit effect on the Vegeta level 2. It's real nice. I think I forgot to use... Is that the one that has the hit effect, or is that the... I can never remember which one's which of the 2 orange drills. One that does the you can't lower my anger by more than 1, and the one that lets me... Oh, hey, for really astute players, I have to go back at some point and look at that part where I got hit with a dev blow and got my anger lowered too. If I had the drill out, it wouldn't have been possible to lower it more than 1. So, yeah, super goofed. Okay, I took a super gigantic hit right there. Nice, beautiful. I got K the heck owed. Okay, so I'm at 0 with a wall breaker on me. Stuck on 2. And then he did use the Gohan effect that lets him gain stages and the backlash.
Now, I'm going to stop that. I don't get the anger. And my AT's 4. Doesn't matter. I got no more attacks.
So I did stop backlash to keep him from leaping up, but I doubt that's going to matter. Whatever it is left in his hand, he's going to have more and do more.
I did.
Was it a second Gohan?
Fought as hard as I could, man. I punched you till
Mastery.
my hands were hamburger.
Yeah, he's going to shuffle some cards back in, help with getting some of those cards recurred that ended up getting rejuved recently. It's a wise move that we were talking about how important the ability to shuffle is in any combat like that one. So despite the odds of what you're seeing right here,
Awesome brew.
And there it is. We were talking about where is the part where I get eliminated? Where's the part where I get destroyed?
I'm in Delta. So 4, 7, -1, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I was just trying to think of like this wasn't the combat where you had a dig out. That was before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice. So I take a decent amount of damage, not crazy. I wick a bunch of it off. Second shot though is probably going to go straight for my jugular.
4, 5,
Yep,
and 6.
it hits
You got
endurance
it.
in the wrong order, man.
Crit me. Pass.
Right.
Oh, there's the right kick, and the game she is over because this is where it's going to go right into another Gohan's power punch. And to my knowledge, this will probably somehow put him just over into the range to be able to level up
It's gonna be a big one.
with it.
4, 9, 8 stages.
8 power stages.
3, 4.
I'm picking up decent endurance, but I just found a whole bunch of non-endurance over there. So again, I'm
8,
stuck.
9, and you managed to crit me on the tail.
Yeah, managed to get crit on that one with the whole idea of being wall breakered and beating the crud.
Yes.
So that combat ends, but now it is his turn, so he is free to come in on me when I have no stages, cannot gain anger to get out of the situation, and I don't have particularly a large amount of defense cards. So in those rare situations, I can get pretty well destroyed. So he's got his AT base back for me with powering up. He's checking out his discard pile to see if there's any of them cards that he can just snag with the power, using the mastery. You remember that one, right? Any style cards that you rejuvenate, if it's a styled attack, you can choose to throw it in your hand with the Mastery's instant effect, which synergizes, especially if your deck is almost entirely attacks, or attacks that attack multiple times, or attacks that recur themselves, like going back to the deck and the like. So, yeah, man, it's pretty lame. I am a little surprised here that Andrew doesn't come in on me and kill me outright, but he doesn't. And there he goes. Goes back over to me.
Wow, that is one of the easiest, quickest passes I ever did see.
Well,
It's like one of the deadest dead hands that ever did.
whew, I would have died right there, folks. It would have been a real short match otherwise.
Did you have one of those dead hands that was more dead hand than dead hand?
What's that too? No one enters.
All energy block.
Wow, I drew a handful of energy blocks. That's great.
Oh, fudge.
And if he was
Ooh.
throwing all physicals, oh yeah, dead
Aerial knee, he's going to go ahead and rejuvenate,
Rejuvenate.
to my knowledge. Oh, he's just going to rejuvenate him. I thought he was going to slide one to his hand already. So he has not used the Mastery's effect.
What you got?
I'm in F. You do. What bracket are you?
2, 3. I'm in 100,000.
Delta. F to D. 3, 6, 7. So 6.
Yeesh.
3.
So 6 power stages. Wicked it off with 3 from my stages, 3 from the
Confrontation.
confrontation his hand. I think I get nothing but... Oh, I get the slap away. He does sphere that one away.
Oh, nice.
He's going to go ahead and rejuvenate this card, but that attack that he hit me with the aerial knee is just going to go back to his hand is because he's going to activate the Mastery's instant.
Gohan for 6.
He's going to throw the level 2. He's going to do some rejuvenation action. He's
Or 5.
throw 5.
Ow.
I take the
I'm gonna
damage.
throw a orange spine kick. Doesn't raise my anger. What the heck am I thinking? No allies to destroy. If it hits you, it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power stages. Hit. Your opponent must pass in their next action as combat.
I'm sure that's banished after use, by the way.
Pass.
Best.
Pass. This one's over.
Wow, I narrowly kept that from killing me.
Taking that, dude.
So that's nuts. I forgot this deck even had a combat ender in it. That's probably the only reason that thing even exists for. So apparently I drew him right back in. Wow. Confrontation. Don't tell me another sphere. Wow. Oh,
whoa,
lot
whoa.
of stuff that
Oh,
recurs
yeah,
itself.
Mean looking stuff out here. Dang, all of it's bad. All of it's better than what I'm holding too. I guess Unleashed. Don't think it's really dangerous.
Yeah, I guess Unleashed would be the most logical target because the last thing I wanted him to do is to be able to jump up and milk the level 3 power to the extent that it can be milked. Remember that one? He gets one to his hand, choose an alternate, that one goes to the deck, and he gets to snipe that one off back into his hand, basically turning that 3 into a 2-card swipe. Ugh. Okay,
Oh, and how much would it do? Because I'm at 100,000.
he's going to throw a good old aerial knee again.
I'm in Delta. So I'm 1 above you.
So basically 2.
4, 5, 6, 5 stages.
5 stages. And don't let me forget that 1 I'm supposed to have. Again, I forgot the -1 in this level. I am Oh boy, I know this was almost a month ago, but still, it's like,
Throw
read the
a
dang cards.
counterpunch, which
I throw a
is
counterpunch at him, it probably wouldn't do hardly anything.
If it's going to hit you, it would be 3, 4, 5, 6 power stages. Hey, rejuvenate the bottom 2 cards of my discard.
Yeah, it does hit. It gets the hit off. It rejuves. It does that sort of thing. I don't know why I'm not grabbing the drill that knocks out attach cards.
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
Nope, not
I'll
this
put
one.
this one in here. And I'll gain 4 stages.
Okay, he uses once per combat to rejuve, gain 4 stages.
6 minus 1. Oh, and I'll level them.
Dang, he's
Can
straight
you
up
hand
just...
me my Vegeta's?
So he done leveled up on that one, just angering up slowly a little bit at a time because I was doing so little anger reduction on him, and all my hits were scoring for next to nothing. So I'm going to take, wow, Wicked off with some substantial endurance that I lucked into, which is pretty good. And then I don't know if I have any other moves.
I will throw a orange spine kick.
If I went with the dang thing.
I'm an F.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power stages. You must pass in your next action as combat.
Pass.
And I passed.
And there you go. I got out of a situation, but in reality, I didn't. All I did was make it refresh his hand, and I ended up in like a worse spot. So, did I win anything by making him in that combat? Not really.
Come at me, bro.
He draws me back into combat, and this will probably be our last one, looking at the deck sizes. He's got another, I think that's what? Oh, Aerial Knee. There we go.
Hello, Sugar Man. So I'm at a
F to A.
So base is 6, 9,
10 stages, 1 life, so 9 and 1.
10 altogether.
10. 2.
Wow, hitting 0 endurance.
3. You might have got me here. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
So one little thing I'm going to make an observation here, like way back when this was going on, is like noticing how many times in a short amount of short span of time rather, I knocked Andrew to 0.
So hard to do anything.
And fruitlessly, I never had any other major swings past that in that whole time. I think I see something like 5 cards left total in my deck with 0 power stages on Vegeta. Still wall breakered.
Let me guess. You cannot do anything with anger there, Mario.
No, I would be level 6 or 7 if I just kept going.
That's probably true.
I'll throw my focus physical. It doesn't raise my anger. It'll be 5, 6, 7 power stages.
Yeah, it's decent. It'll punch through events and stuff like that, but it's not enough to turn this tide.
Is there a hit effect?
Yeah, I get to shuffle 2 cards with anger in them into the
Hybrid?
Okay, now, someone's going to have to coach me on focus, because my knowledge of focused goes only back to score. So, score days, focus meant that it punched through anything that stops both physical and energy. So, I don't know if that's still true. To my knowledge, it should punch right through hybrid defense. So, someone coach me in the comment section about what focused means in Fanzy, because I must be missing something, because that, to my knowledge, should have punched right through hybrid defense.
Oh, Gohan.
Okay, so he's going to go ahead and do his Gohan power. Yeah, remember we talked about that, the ability to make a double grab? So one goes back to his hand because of the actual Gohan power, and the other one would have been rejuvenated, but the Mastery snipes it out and puts it back in his hand. So that is a 2-card advantage of doing very little, but just getting to this level. That was a, remember we talked about that one? And it wouldn't be possible if that the remaining cards are banished effect was imposed. I don't understand why that effect exists in its current state. It was a beta release at most.
Let's see, I'm an Echo. 5, 8, 9, and 1, so 8 and 1.
It actually should be it. I don't think I have 2 show. Wow.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's
Wow. 10 power stages I had to take in that amount of cards with that little life deck left.
Oh, I didn't realize.
And remember, we're not even into the cards that Andrew actually really drew this turn. He's still functioning off of those extras.
Orange extension.
I throw a stretch kick at him. Nothing happens. He turns it around. And that's it. Aerial knee for the KO. So if y'all didn't know that this Gohan existed and did this, now you do. And you know that the game basically has a cheese deck now.